Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves. Last season, they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys. Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And Butler gets it to go.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And George kicks to Westbrook. Over T. And again, it's Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 now. Opening day upon us, Brent. Some teams already looked as if they are championship contenders already. Others clearly in a rebuild mode. What's the mindset of players entering the season on a rebuilding team?
Well, if you're a veteran guy, you're asking your agent, can I get a trade? they would love to get on one of those contending teams. But a rebuilding team is about making progress each month. Really, quite honestly, that's what you want to see, Kevin, is progression month to month. Each of the games, maybe chunk out a block, 20 games here, 20 games there, and you want to see just improvement overall in what your squad is doing. Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Butler attacking, and it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's George. And so he draws the foul on the shot, tripping up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Jeremy Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. Alex Abrinas is checked in for Roberson. And Chris Dunn's subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Crawford kicks to Muhammad. Passes it to Towns. And Greg, the core of this Timberwolves team. Greg, you watch the Thunder play, and it's clear that this team comes out looking to attack. Everyone on the team wants to put it on the floor and go right at the rim.
And part of that is their leader, Westbrook, just setting the tone. I mean, team finished near the top in points in the paint last season, and the addition of Paul George just helps to enforce that strength.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Pass to Abrinas. Here's Kristen. Right wing. Here's Kanter. And the rejection by Towns. Timberwolves trailed by 3. It's Crawford with the drive. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Kristen, the pass to Grant. Rebound by Jang. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's Towns. Jang dishes to Towns. Got it. Good job in the low post. Towns has got 8 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. The Timberwolves trail. On the wings, Abrinas and George. Grant is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Kristen in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Towns. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And here's George for 3. Here's Kanter. Screen by Grant. The shot's good from Kanter.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these 2 teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
And Cantor throws it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe.
I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
Got that one up quick. Butler's got 9.
The defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Back to Abrinas. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Towns, the pass to Butler. Back to Towns. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
Just can't.
Jang against Adams. The kick outside to Butler. Another shot. Wiggins outside. Here's Teague. Here's Gibson. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call. In for Butler. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Teague. They get it back. Jang dishes to Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's George. And that one hits back iron. Minnesota in the lead. Outside, Jones. Jang, a screen. Brannigan, Crawford. To the middle. Jang. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Jang's got his first basket of the night. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Timberwolves ahead. They stormed through the end of the quarter on a 9-0 run. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
Here's Westbrook.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And Andre Roberson is going to pick up the foul.
Passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Westbrook against Butler. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Russell Westbrook. Greg, in the areas you just talked about, rebounding and pace, the Timberwolves are very much where they want to be.
Yeah, the team just looks to make the most out of their possessions and try to beat you through efficiency. They have players that can get easy transition points when the opportunity presents itself, but in general, they aren't trying to speed.
Brent, coming down the stretch of a tight game, some coaches like to substitute for offense and defense. Others don't. What would be your preference if you were coaching?
I think the idea has to totally do with matchups, Kevin. You're looking out on the floor. If all of a sudden the guy you want with the ball has a mismatch or an advantage, I'm going to stay away from any sort of timeout to give a coach 60 seconds to talk about something that he could probably shut down. I might not be able to be as creative as what's just happened in the flow of the game, and I'll trust my player to make the right play for me at that time.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And it's Wiggins missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The Timberwolves shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Good. In the corner, it's Wiggins. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Wiggins has got 5 points so far. You look over the roster of the Thunder, and it's easy to see why they're such a great rebounding team. 1 through 5 can come up with 10 boards on any given night.
And those rebounding totals usually translate to wins for this team. Very rarely do they lose a game when they're having their way on the glass. The goal at the end of the night is to play the bully in and around that painted area.
Kicks to Teague. Here's the 3. Here's Jang. Makes it off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's
Crawford outside. And Jang kicks to Jones. The dish out to Towns. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.